Hi, this is Yi Hui Ye. Here's the solution for homework 3, problem 1. So problem A is to find B so that P represents a probability mass function. So if P probability that x equals k represents a probability mass function, the integral of p should equals 1. So we can get sum of bk p to the k minus 1 times equals 1. Then we can take b out since it's a number, so we can get b times the sum of k times p to the k minus 1 equals 1. So from what we learned, we know sum from k equals 0 to infinity of p to the nth equals 1 minus p to the minus 1. Then we differentiate both sides since p is greater than 0, smaller than 1, we can get equals minus 1 times 1 minus p to the minus 2 times minus 1, which equals 1 over 1 minus p squared. So b times 1 minus p squared equals 1. Then b equals 1 minus p squared. Okay. So problem B, find EX. So EX equals the sum of k times bk p to the k minus 1, which equals b sum of k squared times p k minus 1. So we already know the sum of k p k minus 1 equals 1 over 1 minus p squared from problem A. Then we can get so we both sides times p, then we can get the sum of kp to the k's equals p over 1 minus p squared. So differentiate both sides, we can get k squared times p k minus 1 equals 1 minus p to the minus 2 plus p times minus 2 plus 1 minus p to the minus 3 times minus 1, which equals 1 plus p over 1 minus p to the third. Therefore, EX equals b times e plus p over 1 minus p to the third, which b equals 1 minus p squared times equals 1 plus p over 1 minus p. Okay. So for problem 3, find ex squared. So we know ex squared equals b times sum of k to the third times p to the k minus 1. So we know sum of k squared p equals 1 plus p over 1 minus p to the third. Then we still both sides times p, we can get k squared pk equals p plus p squared over 1 minus p to the third. So still differentiate both sides, we can get k to the third times pk minus 1 equals 1 plus 4p plus p squared over 1 minus p to the fourth. Therefore, we can get x squared equals 1 plus 4p plus p squared over 1 minus p squared. So problem D, to find e x squared minus e squared x. So apply the above solution, we can get 1 plus 4p plus p squared over 1 minus p squared minus 1 plus 2p plus p squared over 1 minus p squared, which equals 1 minus p. Okay, so problem E. Find the conditional probability mass function for P. The probability that 1x is greater than 2 and smaller than 5, x equals k. So we know P equals 1 over 3, so B equals 1 minus p squared equals 1 minus 1 over 3 squared, which equals 4 over 9. So to find this one, we need to calculate P, the probability that 1x is greater than 2, smaller than 5, x equals k, over the probability that k is greater than 2, smaller than 5. So let's first calculate this one. So P, the probability that k is greater than 2, smaller than 5, equals the sum of bk times p to the k minus 1 when k is equals from 2 to 5, which equals times 2 times 1 over 3 plus 4 over 9 times 3 times 1 over 9 plus 4 over 9 times 4 times 1 over 7 plus 4 over 9 plus 5 plus 1 which equals 0.454. And for this probability, we can express it in the equation 4/9 times k times 1/3 to the k minus 1 when k is greater than 2, smaller than 5. So therefore we can express the probability that in the equation 0.54 times 9/4 times k times 1/3 to the k minus 1 when k is greater than 2, smaller than 5, and 0 for the other k.